time for us to ride one of the most underrated rides at Epcot, so here we go. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm SwishWilly, aka Lindsay. I appreciate you joining me today. We're gonna actually be going on Living with the Land, which I believe is one of the most underrated attractions at Epcot, so let's go have some fun. All right, so for those of you who don't know, there's actually more to do in the Land Pavilion than just Soarin'. So I'm gonna show you a little bit of something else, just Living with the Land. You see this restaurant here, it's called Sunshine Seasons. I actually talked about this one in my restaurant review, which I'm going to link right above. 35 minutes. I have a feeling this one's going to be a little bit faster than 35 minutes. Like I said, I didn't think this was going to be 35 minutes. I've maybe been in line for 5 and I'm almost at the front. So, yeah. Alright, we really lucked out because we got the front row, so we're not going to have any interruptions while we're at the ride.
The American prairie once appeared as desolate as the desert, but over time, rainwater and nutrients might have penetrated the hard surface of this land. Even the hooves of the mighty buffalo helped create rich soil, one day becoming home to the American farm. With all the forces at work on the land, humans are having profound effects. The need to reduce food for a growing world led to the all misuse and sometimes overuse. In our search for more efficient ways to grow food, we often fail to realize the impact of our methods. Today, we're learning to live with the land, discovering better ways to grow food that will assure food and environmental well-being.
By plowing under vegetation containing natural fertilizers, we can enrich the soil without the use of chemicals. In arid regions, we're learning to produce food on desert seacoasts by developing and planting crops that thrive on salt water. In Japan, we're learning that by mixing leaves and other living materials into our soil, we can make farmland more fertile without the need for chemicals. Here at Epcot, we're learning to reduce the need for chemical pesticides by breeding and using natural predators, like ladybugs and wasps, to control pests. In the farmlands across America, we're learning that by plowing under vegetation containing natural fertilizers,
Pretty sure we have a Christmas overlay, which is always fun to have. Yeah, there's some Christmas
Will we
lights.
meet tomorrow's growing needs for food production, yet still respect the needs of the land? Some of the answers are being discovered just ahead. To help us maintain these carefully controlled ecosystems, and for your safety, please remain seated in your boat at all times. Welcome to our living laboratory, where scientists from Epcot and the U.S. Department of Agriculture are exploring innovative ways to produce new harvests now and into the future. The tropics are home to the greatest diversity of plants on the planet. Many of these, like papaya, bananas, cacao, coffee, and rice, fell around the world. These are just a few of the edible plants that have been an important source of nutrition for people living in the tropics. Many are rich in vitamins and minerals, while others are well adapted to growing in less than ideal conditions. Some, like the water lily, thrive in wet, swampy areas and waterways. All parts of this plant, even the flower petals, are edible. The starchy juice of the plant has long been used to make flour for baking. One day, many of these lesser-known tropical plants may be as important as the bananas growing on both sides of the boat. More than 28 million tons of bananas are eaten annually, making it the most popular fruit in the world.
things are huge. Those freshwater shrimp. They are big. One of my favorite areas. All the flowers.
While there are more than 50,000 edible plant species in the world, most of us are only familiar with the handful that make up our everyday diet. The common grains growing here, wheat, maize, sorghum, and millet, plus rice, account for nearly 2/3 of our global food consumption. Learning how to increase yields of these staples is an important goal of research around the world. These plants are definitely on their way up. Innovative growing techniques like these increase yields while more efficiently using resources like water, fertilizer, and sun. And pest management programs. By populating our greenhouses with beneficial insects that prey on harmful pests like aphids and flies, we are significantly reducing our reliance on conventional pesticides. We're growing these crops using our nutrient-filled system. This technique precisely controls and recycles water and nutrients. With it, we can produce over 27,000 heads of lettuce a year in this one small area. Has been inspired by nature, like these fruit and vegetable trees. By growing these ground
For your safety, please remain seated with your hands armed with our inside the boat at all times. Thank you.
good as they look. In fact, we serve more than 15 tons of produce from our greenhouses in restaurants here at the land every year.
So good.
The future of agriculture may include innovative ideas like this vertical growing system. Plants grown in this way of the space required by traditional growing methods. That saves water and increases production. The aquaponics system on your left combines hydroponics with aquaculture. The fish provide a natural source of fertilizer for the plants, and the plants help keep the water clean to the fish. It's another great way to produce more while using less. In our lab, Epcot scientists are working with the U.S. Department of Agriculture on a number of innovative projects. The goal of these efforts is to produce higher yielding and better defined
Please keep your hands into the boat at all times. Thank you.
precious natural environment. Only then will we truly be living with the land. On behalf of Walt Disney World, we hope you've enjoyed this unique journey through our living laboratories. If you'd like a closer look, then check out the behind the scenes walking tour. It's a chance for the whole family to get up close and personal. These greenhouses represent just a fraction of the work being done worldwide to produce bountiful harvests. Your hands and growing inside the boat and remain seated until the boat. Scientists, starters, and even backyard gardeners are doing their part to improve the quantity and quality of foods that we all rely upon. Together, we can continue to find more ways to increase food production and protect our precious natural environment. Only then will we truly be living with the land. Walt Disney World is a unique journey to our living laboratory.
If you like that journey through living at the land as much as I do, make sure you look into the behind the scenes tour here in Epcot. It might not be working right now because of everything that's going on, but make sure that once everything's in full swing, you check it out because it's well worth it. Again, just a friendly reminder to make sure that you hit that subscribe button and click that bell to be notified each time I make a new video. Have an awesome day!